Hello there, Servum17 once again. This is my God Hand hard mode fun run. This is stage 4-5, it is you, me, Pattycake, and this is a really fun stage. A lot of robots, a lot of normal mook guys to have a lot of fun with doing juggles, and at this point we have the handstand, or the hand plant kick I think they call it, which is really good at launching enemies that aren't elite, so you want to use it to the best of your abilities to get some cheeky launches and to keep yourself safe. It is an exploitable move, so you need to be aware of just how powerful it is because it might give you delusions of grandeur, but additionally, it's really, really useful to have something like that when you get swamped and you don't want to just up-dodge forever. So, it's one of the reasons you're going to see me use a lot of it, because it's just that good. There is the zoom punch, not the zoom kick. Standard combo that can be countered. Be careful though, because it is very quick. And this guy has a lot of life, because he is technically an elite. So he's going to take everything we give him. I'm going to prop in a couple of the scissor kicks there to try and launch him up. Standard combos into the triple side kicks. A nice flick on the ground to see if we can get him up. He blocks it. There is the Jesus knee. He's away from us again. There's the standard combo. Quick into the sweep. There's the grab. Counters it with the hand plant kick. There's another quick kick into suplex, and that's the first fight done. Pick up your gold, push forward. There's quite a few boxes here, so you might be able to get something interesting in them if you're struggling. Once again, guys, if you sat watching this and you're having a tough time on normal or even easy, or maybe you're first tackling hard, you can't really judge your game by what you're watching. I've played a lot of God Hand at this point. I've also beaten it as a kick me run sign, which is very, 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 very difficult. Once you do that, you're not the same player on the other side. The game makes a lot more sense to you. You're able to look at it different, you're able to read it different, and you're just a lot more experienced. And that's why you're able to do things like what you're watching now. If you're having trouble just with a few enemies, and you're getting killed a lot, that's just par for the course. There's no real way to skip learning to lose in God Hand, because before you win, you lose a lot. And I don't want anybody to be disheartened by watching this by just thinking, Jesus, there's no way I could do this. I felt the same, guys. This game beat me up a lot. I just couldn't understand why it beat me up so much. And then eventually it started to make a bit more sense, and even now I still get beat up a ton before I get a clip like this. It's just this clip finally happened and I was really happy with it because it was a fun run. As I do some kick cancels there and try and get him crushed. Try not to get myself crushed as well. But I do really like messing around with these crushers. They don't make a lot of sense, but when you get a full team pancaked, it's pretty damn beautiful. So there's the switch, there's the spawn of these guys. I want them to start attacking me at this point, so I'm going to try and bait it as much as I can. And we get the triple squish. And one of them's a demon, he's still on the ground, so he squished the demon too. It's not that difficult to do, but at the time it felt pretty amazing. And that's why God Hand is probably my game of the year, because everything in it feels amazing when you land it, and there are few games that feel as good as God Hand does when it's at its finest. And that's why I really, really advertise this game as being something you should check out, because it didn't do too well when it was first launched, and it's got a bit of a resurgence now as people have appreciated it over the years, but it's still a game that not many people have even played. You know, I was very late to playing this game. I was still playing God of War 2 and Resistance Fall of Man when this game came out, or Gears of War 1 or whatever it was, because this was 2006, wasn't it, which was very close to when the Xbox 360 was first dropping and being a massive force in gaming. But here's me doing the fairy challenge, which is rare. So immediately launch the woman with the whip, duck the guy with the hammer, and knock him away again. The easiest way to do this is to knock them out. I know that sounds obvious, doesn't it? Just knock them out, but I mean literally knock them out of the ring. If you can knock them out of the ring, you don't have to put up with them at all, and then you can beat the car up at your own leisure. But the car will interfere with your lock-on here. It's really annoying. As he's still alive, isn't he? Yeah, he's still alive. That was meant to be for him, by the way. Here he does his combo. There's a quick jab, and then we get to play Street Fighter 2, which was the one that I remember. And I'm going to be changing my techniques here, guys, because I want to put a cancelable move that's very fast. So either you want the roundhouse kick, or you want the high side kick. And all you want to do is cancel it, because it's incredibly quick damage. 20 damage a kick, 18 damage a kick, it's up to you which one you choose. And then just practice your cancels. And I think you just have to chip all the side panels off the car. You can generally tell at what part it wants you to kick, because it'll have the little fist icon telling you to do it. When it disappears, I think you've pretty much conquered that part, but I don't know for certain. And that's all I'm going to do here, guys. High side kick cancelling. If you've ever heard of this technique, and you've never seen it before and you wonder what it is, it's what I'm doing right now. This does work against bosses. If you stun a boss instead of pummeling, and you do a bunch of this, you will do a lot of damage, and if you can cancel the final kick into pummel, you will maximise on damage, and it's about as optimised as it can be when playing God Hand, so it's entirely up to you if you choose to do this. I do this for the utility. You can't really style on a car, you can't launch it, you can't do any of the silly things, so I just do that. And I don't normally do the fairy challenges because they're not my favourite thing in the world, but this is all about just bringing you some fun aspects of God Hand, and punching up cars is such a nostalgia trip for some players that I thought it's well worth sharing, just in case you weren't aware that you can do it. But 2 more cyborg ladies. Just completely ignore what these ladies look like. They are just the typical woman, but the difference with them is that they can detonate themselves when she kills them. So that's the only difference. They fight just like all the other girls. If you understand how the girls work, you can use the same moves on them. Be careful of the grabs, be careful of the incredibly fast startup moves, and be careful of the fact that that room's really crowded. So you'll have to do some up dodging and some sweeping if need be. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.